Buenas tardes, amigos, amigas, from AJIJIC here in the plaza. And once again, a subscriber and viewer had recognized me and he introduced himself to me. And I asked him if he'd like to do this interview and talk about what he's doing here, how long, and things like that. And he's agreed. It was very easy. And his name is Dale, and he's from California. Dale.
Yes. Yeah, so 2015 was my first trip down here to Lake Chapala, Lakeside here. And first time I stayed in AJIJIC. Second time I was here about 2018, I believe it was, right before the COVID hit. And once again, AJIJIC. And so this time I'm here and I'm going to stay in, or I am staying in Lake Chapala area. So I want to...
That's the city of, or the town of Chapala, right?
Yes, the town of Chapala, yes. And so I'm staying there, and I want to venture out in that area as something new versus AJIJIC. So, yeah.
And we were talking earlier, and you mentioned that you're over there at the hotel, and that's the Posada San Angel.
Yeah, Posada San Angel in
on Morelos in Chapala, and
Morelos, yes, that's
and
correct.
just a few doors down from the American Legion there.
Yes, in fact, that's where I had breakfast there. So if you're in the area, stop in at the Legion, and it's very, very good breakfast that I ate there this morning. So that's a recommendation.
Okay, now you've been down here for how long?
It's just been a couple days since Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
And you've been here before, of course, and you like it here. What made you choose Chapala, the town of Chapala?
The first most, this area is the climate. You know, I come from Southern California, and the last 2 weeks has been brutally hot.
Oh, boy.
Over 100, 105, 7, 10, whatever, in those areas I'm from. And so come to get a little reprieve in this climate here. You know, I understand that I believe it's taken over the #1 spot in the world over South Africa. So that's my main deal, is come and get a little beauty in the climate. Yeah.
Okay, and once again, you came here, and why did you choose Chapala instead of AJIJIC? Coming and getting a hotel there versus getting a hotel here in AJIJIC.
Yeah, so I had a dentist appointment this morning. I came to AJIJIC, but the reason I'm staying in Chapala is I want to check that area out versus the last 2 times I've been here. I've hung around AJIJIC. So, yeah, eventually maybe coming down here for longer stays, and we'll see what happens in the future.
Because Chapala is beautiful, as you could tell. We shot a lot of walk videos through there. I have, and there's another YouTuber who's done that. And Chapala is different, but for some people, they choose Chapala. And the cost of living general, overall, I'm not going to say anything in particular, but overall, I believe the cost of living is less in the town of Chapala.
Well, I agree with that too, you know. And another thing about, excuse me, Chapala is, it's more traditional to me. You know, AJIJIC has been infiltrated with Canadians, Americans, and stuff. So you get a lot of gringos, Canadians, Americans.
Foreigners, expats.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Yeah.
So I like to get around and check out the way that, you know, it's more traditional anyway in Chapala.
Yeah, and I agree with everything you said, and I don't take one side over the other, but I mean, I look at the pros and cons, and certain people like Chapala versus this area in AJIJIC for many different reasons, and their own personal reasons. And the walkability there is much better. The sidewalks and the streets are wider and much smoother, and there's more handicap accessibility on the corners in downtown and the surrounding neighborhoods. Now, I love AJIJIC too, and we all love AJIJIC, but I'd like to give that information out to the viewers whenever
Sure.
I can. But okay, so you're retired, of course, right?
Well, yes, I am now. I was working at a university up in University of Redlands, matter of fact. And when COVID hit, everything went virtual, online and stuff. So they had to cut some of the positions, and mine, unfortunately, at the time was one of them. But that was 2 years ago, this last August here, last month. So yeah, I am retired, fully retired now.
Okay, now are you a married man or a single man?
I'm single. I'm still single. So if there's some senoritas out there that like to go bailar, dance.
Oh, wow, you know the lingo already. You're going to go to Scallions.
Yes,
You got to hit Scallions. A lot of people like to go there. And Bonanza. There's a place right here on the Malecon, just a couple blocks away. And there's a lot of dancing and stuff there too. And some other places. But the ones I primarily go to currently are the Scallions and the Bonanza. And there's other places too, but you're gonna find some dancing there.
Okay, well shoot, I didn't bring my dancing shoes. I packed light so I didn't have to check baggage, but I guess I can, instead of slide, just do the tiptoe two-stepper with tennis shoes. So
yeah.
Anyway.
And also for those listeners, I did some videos for salsa dancing. I took some salsa lessons I'm gonna go back to that and pick up a little more. But there's salsa lessons at the American Legion in Chapala, and there's some right at this institute right across. You're looking at it right now, right here in the plaza.
Cuatro Estaciones.
Yeah.
Cafe, yeah.
So there's a lot of things to do here. As you well know, you've been here, but
Yes.
Yeah.
No, it's a really treat to get away and just it's a really nice place to relax.
yeah, it sure is.
Yeah. But,
Is there anything else you would like to say before we end this interview at all?
well, Chris, I don't know. I think we kind of covered what I'm here for and stuff. But no, I just really enjoy the hospitality of the Mexican people. They're just really cordial, and their hospitality is second to none.
Second to none, you said it. I'm also wondering, just for the viewers who haven't seen much of this channel already, for the newer viewers, what did you see in this channel that you liked?
Well, I've actually, that's how I met Chris today, because I recognized him. I started watching YouTube videos that these different YouTubers have been putting up around this area here.
And there's a lot of good ones too.
Yeah, there is, yeah. I could mention a few of them that I watched, but yeah, so, it's just, I don't know, it's just awesome that, they do this work, and it's pretty neat how they can reach out to people through a video like this. And once again, I just started watching it a few months ago, and watching the different YouTube videos, and they're really enjoyable. So
There's some good ones.
and there is good ones, and Chris does an awesome job.
As well as the other ones.
Well, true. So
Yeah.
don't forget to do all the hit the bell and the subscribe and all that comes with it. But so.
I want to say thank you for this interview. It's a pleasure to meet you. Once again, Dale from California. When do you think you're going to finally make your move down here for full retirement down here?
Good question, Chris. I'm always tossing that up in the air, but first things first, you have to sell your place and, do all that, and then make the transition. But yeah, and it's a ways down here, so it's, but it is an easy flight. So I don't know, I can't be, have a date or anything, but it could be any time.
All right, that's good to hear. I'm hoping to see you again. And I want to say once again, thank you for stopping me and talking with me, and thanks for doing this interview. It's a real pleasure. Once again, Dale
Vice
from
versa.
California.
Yes, thank you, Chris.
Okay, any parting words?
Hasta luego, amigos.
Okay, okay. Muchas gracias, and thanks for doing this interview, Dale. It was a pleasure.
You're welcome.
All right.